Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I'm back. It's Saturday. Yeah, buddy. And I got some free time to make some fun out of these Democrats. Pretty hilarious stuff, I tell you. So you don't want to miss this one. You don't want to miss this one. First things first, make sure that you get a notification. So let me see. Let me double check, see if I even got one. That's the problem nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You might get one, might not. All right, let's see. Come on. Here we go. Says Kevin went live 90 something seconds ago. And people are logging in. Naomi, she's here. What's happening? Says good seeing you, Kev. Good. That's good. Make sure everything is connected tightly. Looks like my TV. What's going on here? I must have a cable loose or something. Well, let's find out what's going on here. Suffering from some technical difficulties. Yep. I think that's what it was. The cable loose. All right, let's see. Make sure everything else is connected. Okay. Yeah. I hate to have to do troubleshooting right there on the spot when y'all are there. You know, that stuff supposed to be done prior, but stuff happens. So, y'all can hear me? All right. Somebody said, uh-oh. Yeah, you're right. Stuff happens, and I don't have a staff. So I got to do everything manually. I can't be like, hey, Jimmy, get your stuff together. Or you fired. I can't do that. I don't have a Jimmy. Anyway, with that said, let's go ahead, because it's Saturday, and we want to go ahead and have ourselves a good time as we go into the rest of the weekend, and we might as well do it at the expense of the Democrats. So let's get started. Like a real gorilla. Jeans in the building. Gorillas in here. Now we got people checking in from Portugal, all the way over in Europe. I appreciate it when I get some love from overseas. I'll be wondering, how good is the YouTube translation when I get people from other countries, depending on if they speak English or not. Are they able to understand what I'm saying? They'll be like, we don't know what this guy's saying. He seems funny, though. People are laughing about it, I guess. But we'll just laugh along. We'll laugh along. So I'm assuming people who watch me either speak English or they got some translations when it comes down from seeing me overseas. So I always welcome the love from overseas. Now, y'all know the drill. Hit the like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other social media platforms. Don't forget, check out Kevin's Corner store, which you can get yourself some merchandise if you like. And that number right there, somebody from Canada. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That number, 330-974-4607. Text MAGA to that number. You can stay connected with me just in case they try to bounce me off of here. Somebody said adjust the TV set, turn it a little to the left. Really? You can't see it? Let's see. Wait, make sure everybody. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? Pretty sure, right? Yeah, I can see it. I mean, I guess that looks good. But if it doesn't, we'll adjust it. I like to make sure you all are comfortable. See, we're all in this together. So, So here we go. So now, with that being said, though, you already know, whenever you are the victim of some type of jokes or something like that, your response can dictate the damage. See, the collateral damage. And when you are a sore loser and you're a stupid Democrat and you don't know how to act, you don't know how to retaliate, you can't crack jokes back because you ain't funny. And your reaction is to throw a fit, temper tantrum and that stuff. You only encourage more of that. That's what you do. You only encourage more of that. And so Donald Trump hits it out the park with the sombrero meme. And of course, the Democrats do exactly what we expected. Instead of laughing it off, stuff like that. Nope, they go over the top. They're upset. They're offended. They're taken back. All of that stuff. And of course, it's now racism and stuff like that. Now, You know, America is racist exhausted right about now. Yeah, we are tapped out. They have milked the racism cow for all they can get out of it. It's only so much racism you can go ahead and use. And they use it all. Yeah, they've gone through their racism chips. They don't get no more credits when it comes down to racism. We got racist fatigue. So it just becomes nothing but white noise when you hear them come out and say that this is offensive and deeply racist. As soon as you hear it, bounces right off the ears. You almost can anticipate. Let me guess. It's deeply racist, right? It's deeply racist, right? Except when they do it. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with this government shutdown that secretly was a gift on multiple levels for us. A gift so we could go ahead and trim the fat when it comes down to the government, but it's also a gift of humor. And you know, I take that over everything else. Humor number one. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what the latest is about this government shutdown. Here we go.
Because the Democrats, when you go in the Wayback Machine, they were always the one that thought that these shutdowns were reckless. Listen to this, Mr. Vice President.
It is not normal to shut down the government when we don't get what we want.
If the government shuts down, it will be average Americans who suffer most.
Yeah.
A government shutdown means seniors who rely on Social Security will be thrown into chaos.
Families will be hurt. Farmers will be hurt.
Yeah.
It's the service members who will work without a paycheck. It's the firefighters who will be furloughed.
Now, see, that was back when they were in charge of the government. And you know, we were threatening to shut down because of all of their pet projects and stupid spending. And they were all throwing out all of these things that they were worried about. Now, you know, of course, they always go over the top. People are going to die. Kids won't get their cancer medicine and you know, grandma and this and all of that. But so that's back when they were trying to keep the government open and blaming the Republicans.
This shutdown, you know who's going to feel the pain?
Who's going to feel it?
You know who it hurts? You. Everyday people.
Everyday
and the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable. Now, I'm wondering why they're not caring about the everyday people now. I am everyday people. You don't care about me now? You don't care about me now?
Seniors, veterans, working families, hungry kids, y'all.
Hungry kids? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Now look what's going on now. Close. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Go get it. Now that ain't funny, y'all. That's deeply racist. You got Hakeem Jeffries up there getting it. But wait a minute. One of my favorite movies. Oh, yeah. Three Amigos. Don't you just love it? Pepe, you're going to love your birthday gift. You're going to have lots of piñatas. Jefe, would you say have a plethora of piñatas? Sí, el guapo. I say have a plethora of piñatos. Jefe, what is a plethora? Loved it, man. Why do you ask? Well, I would hate to think that someone would say I have a plethora of piñatas when they don't know what a plethora is. So let's go ahead and see some of these latest memes, because you know, we're going to meme them to death. They even threw in Cory Booker bathroom.
Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
Now, wait a minute. This might be real, for real. I mean, I don't know. You get auntie drunk at the dang on picnic, and she might throw one of those on with the pot of tequila. Yes, man. See, now, they should stop while they're ahead. See, they're trying to embarrass us out of the memes. And you know what that do? It only encourages us. Let's hear from the drunk aunt.
Have the same power that you did before November.
You sure this is a meme?
And you have the same purpose that you did.
Hi, this is Taco Bell. How can I take your order?
Donald, cut it out. It's me. You got to take down that sombrero meme. It's embarrassing me.
Embarrassing? The sombrero makes Hakeem look better than ever.
Donald, this is serious.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll take it down if you reopen the government.
Look at the feet. The feet up on the table. I really got to step up my AI game. This is great. Now, wait, I got to make a disclaimer. These are all AI generated memes. These are not the exact words of these people. It is all meant for our laughing pleasures and stuff like that. So let's continue hearing this conversation, AI conversation, between dang on Mr. Burns and Donald Trump.
Look, I need these illegals to have health care so I can keep eating Taco Bell without feeling guilty.
There it is. You care more about illegals than you do our own citizens. You're cooking Americans the same way you cook your hamburgers. Raw, careless, and making everybody sick.
Wonderful. Who's writing this? Who's writing this? Where's my agent? Why my agent get me one of these gigs? Now, see, this is where the memes come in, just so impactful, because when they were trying to shut down all of these memes back when Joe Biden was in office, they were doing it because memes are impactful, especially when you know how to put the content to the meme, when you know how to insert the dialogue that really spells it out and makes it clean. It's short, sweet, to the point, and it's funny, and then there's truth behind the meme. See, that's the thing. The meme have to connect with the message. And we're going to see an example of why the left can't meme in a few minutes, because they tried to do something racist and offensive to Donald Trump too, but it made no sense. So let's continue hearing about them trying to get the government open secretly. Here we go.
I'm begging you, Mr.
That's what you get every time. Yes. Yes. Love it. Yes.
I don't think you're right. I think you're making it an issue. Vice President Vance is making it an issue, but I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
Well, I'm so glad you said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh, yes, we got him. See, this is what the Democrats don't realize. They always forget. They leave their hypocrisy all over the internet. All kind of hypocrisy crumbs, and all you got to do is follow the crumbs. Now, here's these bums with all these crumbs a couple years ago when they were pandering. Listen to what they all said about illegal immigration and healthcare.
Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's count it. Look, crowd cheers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They went 10 out of 10. They ran a 10 hand on the show. A 10 hand on us. Literally 10 hands up just like that. Now, you think they all done changed their mind? You think they changed their mind since then? Yeah, see, this is the point. They go out there, they virtue signal, they really express how they really feel about stuff. And then all you got to do is come back and show it while they're out there lying. We don't feel that way. Nah, man. Why we want health care for illegal immigrants? That's crazy talk, is it? So why back then did you all raise your hands? A 10 hand.
Senator, that's literally every member of your party, from moderate to more progressive, that have said that in the past.
Yeah. How can you shake your head? We get them every time, yo. We get them every time.
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere.
Bigotry?
We are fighting to protect.
That's what bigotry gets you.
Of the American people in the face.
Bigotry will get you nothing but jokes, laughs, and more memes. That's all it's getting you, man. We're tired of the bigotry argument. Yeah. See, you're now the kids on the playground just throwing a fit as we're cutting on you, as we're cracking. Stop it. Leave me alone. Stop saying that. And you know what that do? It only encourages the kids to continue. So let's continue, y'all, with the means
of an unprecedented Republican assault.
You may have seen this. I mean, President Trump just moments ago posted pictures from your meeting in the Oval Office where he, I guess, apparently tried to hand you Trump 2028 hats.
You see Trump? You see, y'all, that's right. Y'all know y'all want one. I bet you when the cameras were off, there's like, give me one of them hats. There's going to be a collector's item later. And honestly, man, I support what you do, President. But, we got to go ahead and hold up the image of the hyenas versus the lions, I mean, we're eternal enemies. But quiet as kept, you're doing a great job. Now, let me get one of them hats. So let's see, because Trump's petty like that. He's petty like that. And we love it.
Then he posted another video, an AI video of you in a sombrero once again. This time he's in the background. You see it, the audience can see it there.
Hilarious. And I know he's furious that she's even showing it. And all of these folks are on the news coming out talking about, we can't cover it here. We won't show it. And I'm going, why are you covering it? Why are you covering it? You're covering it to run cover for it. You're covering it because you're trying to discourage anybody else from tapping into the humor and the truth behind the memes. So y'all got to come out here and try to make it seem like President Trump's unserious and this and that. Now, it would be one thing if Trump could not balance his humor and his meme side with being productive. But Trump is productive and he's... That is quite odd. I'm starting to get a little concerned about my TV screen. Yeah. Anyway. Interesting. Yeah. Trump is hilarious and he's serious. Like, he gets things done when it comes down to his humor and his productivity. So now they're trying to make it seem like Trump ain't serious, y'all.
Ban. I think the question I have for you is, do you think that this is even a White House, a president that cares to negotiate in good faith at all?
Yeah, me.
Because it sounds like this meeting that you had this week has only resulted in trolling and not in any serious conversations.
No, she know that's a lie. She know that the meeting was serious, but they were unserious. The thing is, the Democrats were unserious. Trump knew it, and now he's going to meme them into submission. That's what it is. Now they got to get memed into submission. And the blitzkrieg is not going to stop until they tap out. Yeah, y'all are going to make us meme you until you tap out. We're going to have that arm and an arm bar twisted up until y'all go, no mas, no mas. So here we go, y'all.
We like to troll. We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Every Republican who's gone on TV the last 12 hours or so has called this the Schumer shutdown.
Yeah, let's hear from
what do you
Schumer.
say about that name?
Say what?
Something ain't right.
Senator Schumer, can you hear me?
I can't hear.
Senator Schumer, can you hear me? I don't think Senator Schumer can hear me right now. Maybe the government shutdown included audio on Capitol Hill.
Boy, even CNN getting in on it a little bit with the jabs, the rabbit punches, slide it in a little bit.
Hola, mi fellow Americanos y bienvenidos al cierre de Schumer. That means welcome to the Schumer shutdown. We call it the Schumer siesta, right?
Schumer
It's the
siesta.
Schumer siesta. He put the government on siesta, crying Chuck. And El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries, we used to call him Dollar Store Obama, till we realized he's worth far less than $1.
This guy's great. Great. Got the mannerisms, the breathing, everything. Wonderful. Finish telling us the Trump stand-in. Here we go.
But they put the government on siesta to give illegal aliens your health care. We're not going to let it happen. I looked at both of them. I said, we're not going to let it happen. It's no bueno.
No bueno. Man, I can imagine Trump saying exactly this. No bueno. What else?
I said, it's no bueno. They begged me. They said, but senor, por favor, please give illegal aliens the health care. I said, we're not going to do it. We're never going to do it. It's not going to happen. And they're also very upset about our big, beautiful sombreros. You look at them.
Look, beautiful, beautiful, man. This guy right here is a genius. He's a comedic genius. He put the Trump 28 hat on top of the sombrero. The big, beautiful sombreros.
These are the greatest sombreros the world has ever seen. We really have the best sombreros, and everybody wants one except Crying Chuck and El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries. They don't want one, but they're going to wear one when all is said and done.
When all is said and done, I need one of those. I need me a big sombrero with the Trump 28 hat on top. Genius.
We're going to end the siesta. We're going to reopen the government, and we will not give in to the demands of Chuck and El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Not going to do that. Thank you. God bless you. Dio lo bendiga. And God bless America. Thank you for your attention.
Beautifully done. Now, you would think by now, the Democrats would start to say, okay, we've lost the plot. Guys, they're all over us. I can't open up the internets without seeing memes about us. They got sombreros all over the place coming out my nose every time I turn on the TV. And the madder we get, the more sombreros.
To this matter.
He posed a deepfake video.
Deepfake?
With sombreros in it. And he thinks that's funny.
Yeah, I do too. It's hilarious.
It's funny to the American people who are starting to get their premium bills right now.
Let me tell you.
He thinks that people are going to joke about this. I promise you, they're not.
Are you kidding me? I promise you, they're not. So let's test her theory. Okay, do you think people are going to joke about this? I promise you, they're not.
Wait for it.
Here it comes. Almost there.
Oh, yes. Why don't they quit? Why don't they tap out?
Hey, tell me when we're live on.
Oh!
Did you see what Donald tweeted?
Oh!
I am offended by sombreros.
Oh!
Officer, you can't arrest me for being dumb.
Give him another one. Ow! This is beautiful. Hold on, y'all. Or come across something so beautiful, it brings a tear to your eye. Crying out of laughter and admiration. Hold on, give them some more. You think they're done?
So can you tell me why it burns when I pee?
Ow!
How much do tampons cost here?
Give him another one. Ow! Somewhere else for everybody. Wait. Wait. Now see, this is where they went wrong. They don't realize that now it's out of Trump's hands. It's out of Trump's hands. When you now have given out the narrative to all of the conservative memers out there, you done open up the floodgates. Open up the floodgates. Started off with Trump. Now people don't realize y'all don't like it. Now we realize it gets up under your skin. All of those internet trolls out there are like, oh, so they don't like it, huh? Y'all know what we gonna do. Give her one too. No. That's the problem. They want our money. No.
What is going to be the level of reimbursement?
Oh, so you mean to tell me she done switched it up? She done went from being Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren to now Elizabeth Whippy. So now let's see what she got to say.
And the Republicans said it's going to be a low level. The Democrats said we just want to go back to the level it was before because you're going to bankrupt hospitals. You're going to put rural hospitals out of business. How?
Yeah, we ain't hearing nothing you saying because we're laughing. We're laughing at that big sombrero and that mustache on you. And see, that's what they don't realize. If they would have stayed out of it, they wouldn't become the victims of the jokes. Jokahonest, yeah, you right about that. See, they don't get it, man. They need to grow up where I grew up. See, we learn the ways of the streets immediately. When you got a guy who got the gift of gab and knows how to get the laughs, you don't want to become a victim of the laughs. You got to laugh alone so you don't become the victim. Yeah, man, but see, these Democrats, they tried to interfere. They tried to jump in. And now, oh, you don't like it? We got one for you too, Elizabeth Warren. Let's continue. Here we go.
Hold on, bro. How?
Okay, esto es mucho simple. El Democrat Party es mucho retardo. Okay?
Mucho retardo.
Okay, mucho retardo. Especially El Hakimo Jeffries y El Chucko Schumer. They are extra retardo. So El Presidente and I cannot negotiate with these Democrat retardos. It's imposibly. Mucho imposibly.
Imposibly. There you go. See, when you don't know Spanish, you just put El on in front of everything. El go. Have to El go. El homo. The El Ito, there you go. You put L on the front and O on the end, and you got yourself some Spanish. Spanglish.
Gracias, amigos. Oh, and make sure you El voto for LJD Vanso in El 2028.
And I saw some Republican members of Congress saying, oh, well, if we have this shutdown, it's because of AOC. Well, if that's the case, my office is open and you are free to walk in and negotiate with me directly. Because what I'm not going to do is tolerate 4 million uninsured Americans because Donald Trump decided one day that he wants to just make sure that kids are dying because they don't have access to...
Dying because they don't have access. See? That's exactly how we see it. Even if she didn't have the mustache and the sombrero on top, we still would be looking at her like, you're not serious. You're unserious. Now you're talking about kids dying and all of that stuff. And I'm surprised she haven't done this anyway. You know the Democrats are the masters of pandering. They're pandologists. Yeah, they're panderers. So I'm surprised they don't show up when they're talking to their Hispanic population with sombreros and mustaches on, using all of these accents and stuff like that. But yeah, when you start talking about kids dying and all of that, now I'm going to see. Now, you might as well slap the sombrero on your head and the mustache because you're just as stupid and unserious.
Insurance.
Come on now, dog. Come on.
Come on, man.
In a serious meeting, decided to troll those leaders.
Oh, we got somebody who's trying to come to their defense, y'all. You see Gavin the nuisance? Gonna take the mature role. I'm stepping up and I'm gonna address it. Now, the more they keep this in the public's eye, the more memes. There it is. The more they try to come out and make it seem like it's unprofessional, it's childish, it's racist. Now you're gonna get it, Gavin. Now you're gonna get it.
With a Trump 2028 hat that he put on the Resolute desk. He sent out a tweet after he sent out an AI video doctored with a racist video of Speaker Jeffries in a sombrero.
Hawker Jeffries?
These are not serious people.
Not serious? Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. Yeah. Oh, Jeffries back. In a lowrider. They're never going to stop. They're never going to stop. The Democrats have opened up a can of worms now. Yeah. They better go ahead and just own this. They need to be talking to all of their PR people like, all right, how do we get this off our back? We're going to get memed into oblivion. Nobody will ever look at us seriously again. They will never look at us seriously again, which we didn't look at them seriously before. But, yep, here we go again. Let's continue, y'all, with the party.
Meanwhile, the first full day of Donald Trump's government shutdown. Donald Trump and Republicans have barreled us into a shutdown because they refuse to protect Americans' health care.
That's what it is. That's what it is, Mr. Burns. So now Mr. Burns comes out unserious again. He actually got the glasses up on, and I'm surprised they're not on his lips. But yeah, he actually got them up talking about it's because they refuse to protect Americans' health care. That's it. No other context to that. It's just because Republicans are mean. That's what it is. That's the plot you're going with. So we're just mean, and we're sitting back saying we want to make sure Americans don't get no health care. Now, as soon as you say something like this, any smart person will say, well, I know it can't just be that. I know it can't just be that. So the question is, what are you hiding, Chucky boy? What are you hiding? So we know it's not because they're trying to, you're giving it away by saying they refuse to protect Americans' health care. So you know they're not doing that. So then the question becomes is, who else are going to be benefiting off of this health care? Because we want Americans to have it. So who else are you trying to slide in with us, Chuck? But this was back in the day, y'all, before Chuck became corrupt. See, Chuck is corrupt now. So look at all this. You're talking about the shutdown and we refuse to protect Americans' health care.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
This is an anti-fraud amendment. All over where we go, people say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants or others from coming here? And the number one answer we get...
Sounds like a white supremacist to me. Sounds like a racist. Sounds like he's trying to protect the Americans so that we don't get taken advantage of because of fraud.
Give our constituencies, when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud. And here, the gentleman from Florida has put together the most effective anti-fraud measure we can find without it changing the actions of the government one bit. And we find all this opposition. Ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy. Why would you oppose that? See, this is back when they would at least pretend to sound like they had some sense. I mean, why would you be okay with all these illegal immigrants coming in here, taking advantage of our healthcare system? I mean, this is common sense stuff. Now, I'm wondering why they don't show all of these clips to these hypocrites. I want the clips for the hips, okay? Show the hypocrites all the clips of them back then talking about some, this is crazy. We shouldn't be allowing them to take advantage of our system. America first. So how do you square it now?
Of this chamber, what I worry about is that this bill, which started out with good intentions, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, is going to end up being the same kind of thing that the public gets angry with.
Same kind of stuff that the public's angry with right now. Where we're going, y'all think we don't realize what you're doing? You think that we really believe y'all are shutting down the government because you want to protect Americans' health care? You think that's what we believe? Because if you do, I got a bridge to sell you, Chuck. We know what you're up to. That's what they don't get. The more they come out in the live, we're going, we know what you're up to. And guess what? Those memes tell us that too. See, the memes are funny, but they reveal what they're up to.
We say we're doing something and we do nothing. Because every time someone makes a rational and small proposal to get something done, people say, well, what about this hypothetical, that hypothetical, etc.
Like grandmas dying, and what about the kids dying, and people are going to... Yeah, all of the stupid hypotheticals that we know aren't going to affect American citizens because you got to hide what you're really doing and all of that fluff. See, so that was back when Chuck actually was trying to keep it somewhat real.
I urge support of this amendment if you believe you want to stop fraud in immigration.
Stop fraud, yes! Yes, Chuck! Now maybe if y'all go back to that, when you at least was lying about how you really felt about all of these crazy ideas, maybe you might win back some moderates. Maybe. But now, let's go ahead and see some more white supremacists and racists and stuff. And what do you call it? Xenophobes.
You have no choice but to support this amendment.
We all agree on the need to better secure the border.
Secure the border. Listen to this Xena. You hear this xenophobe right here?
Punish employers who choose to hire illegal immigrants. We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law.
Those that enter the country illegally and those that support them disrespect the rule of law. You hear this? Somebody get the step of soap and water to see if we could wash all of that black off his face. Because I'm sure underneath that is a white supremacist. Somebody said the sound is off. Is the sound off? Let's double check. No. Everybody can hear me? Check one. You can hear me? Breaker 19. All right. So I'm assuming you can hear. No, the sound is not off. Sound is good. There we go. Okay. So y'all hear this xenophobe right here?
And they are showing disregard for those who are following the law. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently.
Wow! Sounds like a serious MAGA person. He needs a MAGA hat right now. Yeah, he needs a MAGA meme hat. That's what he needs. So y'all hear that? Back then, he was saying stuff that every American was going, absolutely, I don't see why this is controversial. I mean, that makes sense. Why would you let all of these folks come right into the country and we don't know nothing about them? We don't know where they come from. They're jumping the line. I saw a Asian lady, girl. She was talking about how her family came here the right way, paid their money, learned stuff, did it the right way. And she's like, how do you think it makes sense for us who did it the right way to support these folks who's doing it the wrong way? She said, that would be like me studying for a test, getting 100, and then you cheat and get 100, and you want me to celebrate your 100 like my 100. Only time it wasn't funny when somebody cheated is when you study and you get the good grade and they cheated. See, when I was cheating, it didn't matter. It was funny then. It was funny. Yeah, I like, let me go ahead and get in on that. What you got there? A, C, D. But then those very few times where I'm like, you know what, that's it, Kev. I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to do it the right way. And I'm proud of my little C+. Oh, yeah, look at this. You like that? Oh, I got an A because I cheated. What? Now I want to tell on them. Now I'm mad about it. I'm upset. See, that's how it works. And they knew that back then. But somewhere along the line, they decided to change up the business model and go with stupidity. We're going to adopt stupidity as the new business model. Listen, let's finish hearing from the xenophobe.
Broken borders.
Broken borders.
That's an oxymoron.
Y'all hear this? This was before her mouth became too mush. It wasn't as mushy back then. Yeah, she wasn't full of bags of bones back then, and she didn't have the full 100% monkey paw all up in our face like she does now. So let's hear this xenophobe back then too. See, because when you become stupid, all of those characteristics come along with it. This was back when she was making some sense.
Something we can't tolerate.
Can't tolerate.
Borders.
Borders.
Of their nature. Our definition as a nation.
What?
And our protection as a country.
What?
Broken borders. They don't exist.
Sound like a Republican to me?
We can't tolerate.
I also just don't understand why we're blaming the Democrats for Republicans lying.
Okay, now send in the media. Try to go ahead, sweep this mess up under the rug. We all know the motive of the shutdown. So the media got to come in and just say the Republicans are lying. That's it. Because the Democrats are saying that the Republicans are lying. And we're supposed to just believe that. What? Man, they out there saying we trying to go ahead and get health care for illegal immigrants. Man, they lying. Man, they lying. Tell us how they're lying. Because they're lying. They're lying. We never said that. We just want to take away all of the restrictions that would prevent them from getting, health care. Without saying that that's why we want the restrictions removed so these folks can get their health care. Now, you see, that's how you do it. Yeah. No, we didn't never say that. We never mentioned that we putting illegals first. We just want these restrictions moved so everyone could receive health care if needed. So now send out the media and they're outraged and saying that everybody's lying except us and the Democrats.
At the highest level of office, they have the biggest megaphone. They have TV networks that repeat the lies and say things.
Isn't this ironic? She's describing exactly what's going on right now. That's what she's doing. She's lying on behalf of the Democrats while accusing the Republicans of they got the media to keep saying things that aren't true.
On those networks with no consequence. And the things they say are violent.
Violent? Are you kidding me?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Man, that's that we all come on, man. There's that bit of hypocrisy that just goes too far. That right there went too far. When you just gotta go, what the? To say things, the things that they're saying is violent.
Okay, so they're not only repeating the lies, but adding to this coarseness. And there's no consequence to it. And we're blaming the Democrats?
What does that shameful man do? Something that draws a sombrero and a mustache?
Showing this video that Donald Trump put out, this fake video, it is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Now, the worst guy ever. O'Donnell to whatever his name is. He's the pits. But he's doing his job. He's getting his prostitute money. And of course, the more you come out and do this, guess what you're doing? See, this is what you don't get. The more you whine about it and you say it's disgusting and you're not going to, show it, what do you think that does? That's like people coming online, man, you see this one video, man, it's horrible, man. You don't want to watch it though, man, for real. But I'm going to hype it up. I'm going to describe how disgusting it is. You don't want to see it and then tell you, don't go looking at it. All you're going to do is make people say, I want to see it. Yeah. So they're stupid. They don't realize by making it controversial, making it seem like we'll tell you how disgusting it is and we won't show you because it's that disgusting. It only makes people say, I want to go see the video. So they think it's having one effect, but it's having the opposite.
Say it to my face.
Oh.
Trump is continuing to post racist and bizarre AI videos.
Again, racist and bizarre. Racist and bizarre. Now, you're throwing this stuff out there, these terms, and I'm thinking, how racist and bizarre is it? Because when you watch it, they're not bizarre. You're making it seem like the videos, the memes have no connection whatsoever. There's no context with it. It's just bizarre, random, strange, out of nowhere. How are you supposed to draw any conclusions from these bizarre videos? Well, of course you got to say they're racist and bizarre. Hint, hint, don't go looking at them.
It is the ugliest, possibly the single most demented thing he has ever done on social media.
What? Now see, it's over the top statements like that. It is the ugliest, possibly the most disgusting thing he's ever did on video. All you can do is laugh at that. All you can do is laugh at that, man. Now, you know how many times this man has come out and said that the last thing that Trump did was the most disgusting, racist thing you ever seen on video. Oh, wait, now this time it's the most disgusting. So, yep, that's what he's going with. Most racist, disgusting thing Trump has ever did on video.
I'm not going to play the whole video because we don't find it meets our standards. So we're the news. We're not going to tell you.
We're the news. We're just going to show you the meme. The funny meme. I can tell right there what it's talking about. But we're the news, the fake news. Of course, that's why we're not going to show you the video, because it's absolutely hilarious.
What it is, hateful, kind of bigoted, doctored image.
You'll have a very easy time finding it, but you won't find it on this program. I am not going to use this hour to show.
So we're going to use this hour for prostitution. That's what we're going to use. Use this hour to continue the run and shield for the Democrats and pretending that we're outraged over what Trump did.
That kind of Trump filth and depravity.
That's how we feel about this.
They don't get it.
Not it.
Like, Tom, it's better to be in on the joke.
Yeah.
It's better maybe to give it an eye roll, be like classic Trump.
Yeah.
But they're really, the Democrat media is doing this because they're much happier just leveling accusations of racism.
Yep, there it is. You would think they would learn the ways of the playground. Megan gets it. She's like, it's better for you to just get in on the joke. Now, you think they could ever respond with their own memes that make sense and have some truth behind it? First of all, it's hard to, meme if you're lying. See, if there's no truth behind the meme, there's no connection. It's like a comedian. What makes comedians funny is when they do jokes that you can say, actually, that's true. It's something true that nobody is saying. Or you brought out something that I wasn't even considering, but I'm like, oh, snap, that is true, or that does make sense. That's what makes the comedian funny. But when you're making jokes and you're going, okay, that's not funny. You're like, the black guys be walking around with their tight legs and stuff like that, and they talk like this. And you're going, you're supposed to say things that we go, actually, black dudes don't be walking with the tight legs. They walk with the wide legs. They don't be using the English when they're around each other. We all use broken English sometimes. All of that stuff. You gotta make jokes that we go, actually, that kind of makes sense, because we do be doing that sometimes. We do be. But when you go, we don't be doing that. That has nothing to do with us. How are you making, where are you getting it? See, it's not funny. That's why they can't respond properly. So when they try to meme, I'm going, these aren't memes that actually are true. I can't see the connection. And we're going to get an example of it.
Democrats trolling Trump with the taco truck.
See?
DNC party.
You see that? They're trolling Trump with the taco truck. Now, I find this deeply offensive. I find this completely racist. It's the most racist thing I've ever seen. And notice, though, they want to talk about this troll, though. They want to show this. But this makes no sense. Why do they have Trump, in a chicken outfit, but they're talking about tacos? Trump always chickens out. You would think they would use KFC, something like that. But they use tacos, mix in chickens, and then they're trying to say chickens out. And we all know that Trump is using this for a reason. It's a strategy. See, it's not funny because we know Trump doesn't chicken out. Yeah, he's the person that gets people to chicken out. He's driving the semi and they're driving the gremlin, and they're going to have to make the last minute decision to turn lest they get trucked. And we all know that. So this is not funny at all. And it's deeply offensive. Why are they're making fun of the Native people and tacos?
Parking this truck outside the Republican National Committee in D.C. to taunt Trump with his new Wall Street nickname, Taco.
Now, why aren't they deeply offended about this? Why isn't this right here a bizarre video? Because I find this actually to be bizarre. I'm going, who came up with this? This makes no sense. You think this is funny?
Which means Trump always chickens out. A reference to the many times.
See, when you gotta tell people what the meme means, you can't tell me what the meme means. The meme should tell me what it means. But you gotta tell me what the meme means. You know what I mean?
Times that he has retreated from his trade war threats, right? Promising something and then lowering them without a negotiation. The truck, obviously featuring an image of Trump as a chicken.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. Absolutely, completely disconnected. See, that's why. That's why they're getting memed into oblivion right now, because they don't know how to meme. That right there was the dumbest thing ever. And I'm going, okay. Wait, hold on. You got to tell me what that means? All right. So, wait, Trump's a chicken or is he a taco? I thought, wait, is the chicken, you know what? I got a taste for chicken now for some reason. I thought, you know what? Is this a commercial for Taco Bell? I don't understand. How did Trump become a chicken, but he's a taco at the same time? You know what? Forget it. That's how I feel about that stupid thing. But look, here's some more hypocrisy. And the results of stupid policies as you're trying to give all of these people health care.
Paid on universal health care. We're delivering that. We are implementing our ideals. We are manifesting this principle, this fundamental notion that so many of us have been preaching for years and years and years. Universal health care for all, regardless of pre-existing condition.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off.
Regardless of the ability to pay and regardless of your immigration status. If you care, not just about values and principles of morality, but
there you go. Sell it by going ahead and questioning people's values, principles, and morality. You got to agree to stupid stuff because you don't want to be viewed as a person without values.
If your only values and principles are advanced through economics, then that
only values and principles are advanced through economics. Unbelievable. In other words, don't care about the money. If you're a selfish person that's only worried about how this is going to impact you financially, okay, while you're struggling to pay your own bills and your family's bills and keeps the lights on and stuff like that, you probably don't even got health care yourself. If you're a person that only cares about stuff like that, you're an immoral person. You should be able to sacrifice all of those things for people who don't even belong to the country. If you're a moral person, you see the mental and emotional manipulation that these people try to use. Unbelievable. You should be saying, if you're a person who don't care about your common sense, if you're a person that don't care about being smart and living in reality.
Alone should be an argument in favor of universal health care, a pathway and a framework for 1.1 million undocumented residents in the state.
1.1 million undocumented residents. Let's see how it paid off, Cotton.
State of California to avail themselves to high quality, comprehensive medical care, long-term, short-term, preventative, as well as in-home support service care and coverage.
Now, Newsom says California is facing a $12 billion deficit. The governor is proposing freezing enrollment in state-funded health care for undocumented immigrants.
What happened to all your morality? I mean, I thought it was all about whether you care about, if you're just a person who care about monetary stuff like that. So now the money matters? Now the money matters when you start going, wait a minute, we're running out of money. Where's it all going? Oh, to all of your 1 point however many illegal immigrants living in our, now the money matters. So now where's the morality? I don't understand. Somebody said headphones, please. Clear your throat, dag nabbit. Somebody, headphones, what do you mean? Oh, you don't like listening to Gavin Newsom's? Yeah, his voice does suck. All right, so now let's hear the reality and the consequences of Gavin Newsom's strategies, bold strategy, Cotton.
You know, when the program started, it was supposed to cost about $3 billion a year, and that ballooned to $11 billion.
Woo! $3 million to $11 billion? Did I hear that right? Did she say $3 million and then $11 billion?
Cost about $3 billion.
Oh, $3 billion to $11 billion. That's hard to explain to your donors and your, board members. All right. Initially, we had a budget of $3 billion this year. We kind of overshot it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you mean like 3.5? 11. What did you say? 11. Did you say 11 billion? Yeah, give or take. Give or take. Who's budgeting? Yeah, you would get immediately fired. And so this guy wants to become our president. And the guy who still can't tell us where all the money went for the homeless project they were working on. The guy who still can't tell us where all the money went for the choo-choo train project that never got completed. And now this guy overshoots the budget, trying to give out money to illegals from $3 billion to $11 billion, and folks still vote for these people.
A year, and that ballooned to $11 billion last year. So the governor is freezing new entries into it and asking those people who are already in it to pay. Take a look.
Oh, now he wants them to pay. Let's now hear this heartless, gutless, evil man tell these precious illegal immigrants that they got to pay. Unbelievable. Now you see, Democrat policies. This is how their cities are ran. And New York is barking up the same tree. Man, if they bring in Zoran the moron, he's going to tear that sucker down. He will be the last line of defense when it comes down to New York. That's it. Yeah, once he gets in, right now, if they can hold off Zoran the moron, they might be okay. But if he breaks through their defense and gets in somehow, he's going to be the Godzilla of New York that just tears it all down. They might as well go ahead and have King Kong and Godzilla just start fighting, just tear it down. So let's go ahead and continue because we're getting all of the warning signs of how stupid this stuff is from these examples.
We are moving forward with making decisions that not only address the concerns this year related to the 11.9 billion, but mindful that we need to tighten things up. We believe that people should have some skin in the game as it relates to contributions. So we're looking to a monthly premium. We are asking.
Oh, monthly premium? Now we're asking these precious illegal immigrants to come off some chips. The American citizens in California couldn't fit the bill. All 11 bills of that bill couldn't fit it. Now you want them to go ahead and participate. No, man. If I came in from another country and I'm used to living free, now you want me to pay SA? No SA, I don't pay. That's how I would be feeling.
For something we ask all taxpayers of California.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Can you assess what you're expecting in terms of the job cuts and how severe they could be?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because now that the government shut down, we're going to have to go ahead and cut the fat. There it is. We want to make sure that we balance the budget, properly by cutting loose some of the fat.
While a shutdown is very damaging for real American people who depend upon government services, it can provide an opportunity to downsize the scope and the scale of government, which is something that we've always wanted to do.
Excellent, Smithers. I know Trump is sitting there right when they shut it down. Excellent, JD. Excellent. Yes, no problem, Mr. Burns, Mr. Trump.
And so in a way, Chuck Schumer has now handed the keys to the kingdom to the executive branch under President Trump to do some things that we would not otherwise be able to do because we would never get Democrat votes for them.
What you are about to hear from the Democrats is not true.
The Republican partisan spending bill that they introduced is not clean.
Not clean.
Well, first of all, let's be clear. It's not a clean bill. It's a dirty bill.
A dirty bill. Thinking that you could come up with these clever tropes, these statements. Let's be clear. It's not a clean bill. It's a dirty bill. Knowing they're lying through their teeth. Knowing they're lying through their teeth. Even the fake news is having a hard time covering for their line. We having a hard time covering your line, man. You're killing us. Now, everybody know we the fake news, but shoot, having a hard time covering your line.
Well, that's all a lie. It's not a clean continuing resolution.
Listen, I like Hakeem Jeffries.
What?
I think he's got an amazing future.
Hawker? Hilarious.
He's got better fights than this. This is a clean CR. What does that mean, by the way? Continuing resolution. Instead of passing a real budget like they should, this just says, hey, remember the last one? Let's just continue at those levels again.
Wow. They lie like we can't look it up. These are look-upable lies. Once again, look-upable lies. If you're going to drop out the lies, they should be lies that make it hard to look up. These aren't lies you really got to go to micro-dish to find. Go back to the old library. All right, this right here was before the internets. Should be on micro-dish. Let me go over it. You ain't got to do that. These are lies you can go, give me an example of a clean spending bill from last time the Democrats passed. And then you find out this is the same thing. So here they go out there with the look-upable lies. And when Chris Cuomo looks up the lies.
All right? Now, that may mean that certain people who should get less won't, certain people who need more won't, but a clean CR means that this is an extension from the last set of, in this case, Biden's spending levels.
Oh.
Okay? That's what a clean CR is. This is a clean CR. Wait a minute. Cuomo disagrees with Jeffries. Jeffries must be right. Don't take my word. Take the word from the nonpartisan committee for a responsible federal budget.
Uh-oh. Look at this. How are they going to still lie? They're still going out there. You know what? Democrats have said, man, we're just going to keep lying. I don't care if everybody knows the truth. We're going to lie until you just believe it. You know, either that or you just turn off the TV. Like, man, I'm done with these cats. I mean, they're just going to keep lying till you make me mad. Yeah, these are the kids that just won't go down with the ship. It's the one little kid that when I was a special ed coordinator, little boy comes to my office, I think he was in the 6th grade, and he said, man, I was in the classroom and so took off the little sack that sits on the back of my desk and choked me with it, hit me with one of these, and then went and sat down. And I told the teacher, and the teacher just, you know, she ain't know if it happened or not. She sent me to the office. So I go, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and look on the video camera. And sure enough, this little dude was sitting over here. He asked the teacher to go to sharpen his pencil. While she's writing notes, he goes sharpens the pencil. On the way back, he takes the sack off the back of this dude's desk, the little sacks with the wrap, the cord around his neck, tightened it, and gave him a couple of these and put the sack back and calmly walked right over and sat down. And this dude sitting there holding his neck, raises his hand. He's like, he just choked me. And the other kids was too scared to tell. She's like, did anybody see it? And they all like, so this dude was a little bully. Now I watched this dude do it. I brought this dude into my office. I said, hey man, did you choke so-and-so with the sack that sits on the back of the desk? No. All right, look, man, I'm sending you home. I'm suspending you until your grandmother comes in with you, okay, to deal with this. So his grandmama come up in that mug, mad, y'all, mad. I want to know why my grandmama, probably like 25, you know, come in. Now, you know what? I want to know why my grandson got suspended for 3 days. He said that he didn't choke that little boy. I said, ma'am, your grandson choked him with the sack. And the boy sitting over like, man, he lying, man, he lying. I ain't choked that dude. I said, I'm going to show you something. See, exactly what we have to do to the Democrats. All right. I cut that video on, and sure enough, we all watched it together. And the grandmama sitting there, and she saw that, and all she did was just dropped her head. I said, so what do you got to say about that? That dude looked me in the face, y'all, and said, it's not me. I'm sitting there like, what? He's like, that's not me. I didn't choke that dude. I'm like, are you? Made me so mad. I'm sitting there like, dude, see, now I want to put my hands on you. Now you are questioning my common sense, my eyeballs, everything. You're going to lie to the end. But my man was like, hey, you're going to have to get a DNA sample to prove that. It's like, I'm going down with the ship. Ain't me. Yeah, that's how the Democrats are. They are sitting there talking about it ain't us. I don't care how much information you know, how much hypocrisy, how many times we leave stuff on the internet. Ain't me. So let's continue. Here we go.
They say this is about as clean ACR as you could get.
Oh, really?
It's a continuation of a March stopgap measure.
Uh-oh.
All right? Essentially a continuation of spending levels from Biden, absent about $13 billion. But when you look at it as a function of the pie, it's literally a rounding error. I don't like that. It's a lot of money, but it's a rounding error.
Well, show me some more proof, Chris Fake Cuomo.
Again, don't take my word for it. How about taking this guy's word?
Uh-oh.
Allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
Oh, receipts. This is the last spending bill that Crying Chuck passed. And this one right here is the exact same one. Now, back then, Crying Chuck, well, he's talking about, man, we got to pass this because we don't want to give him more power. But now that all of these young whippersnappers in his party are saying we need to fight more, and if you don't go ahead and stand up against Trump, we probably going to primary you. Now he goes and does something stupid. And my question is, why is the bill different now than it was back then? If you passed it then, why can't you pass it now? And you're telling us it's not a clean spending bill. What made it dirty from then till now?
I believe it is my job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. Therefore, I will vote to keep the government open and not shut it down.
Gotcha. Gotcha, old Chucky, old boy. See? Now, I would love to hear him explain why the bill now is different than it was then.
And that CR he voted for is the same as this one.
Oh, gotcha.
They're lying. They're just outright lying.
Just because we're saying they're lying. This is the Democrats, y'all. Here's their lying campaign, y'all.
A bold-faced lie. And it really shows how desperate they are.
This is also an outright lie. There is nothing in anything that we have proposed that is trying to change that law.
They make up lies, absolute lies.
Yeah, as we see them all with their hands up in the background. They make up lies. Oh, yeah, we all will vote for Medicaid for the illegal immigrants, but they make up lies. So we're going to have our wonderful press secretary come out and address these bold-faced lies from these Democrats.
They say, what they're fighting to do is prevent, say, illegal immigrants from getting federal health care dollars. That is a damn lie.
In fact, I have the Democrat proposed continuing resolution right here.
So, Carolyn, like always, who's very prepared and proficient at her job, she's going to go ahead and show really what's up. Now, the sad part is all of the dummies out there who don't watch Fox News, probably don't watch the press conferences, just get a heavy dose of CNN and MSNBC. What they're going to be hearing is Yamika Brzezinski's talking about, why are they lying? Why are they lying? The Republicans are lying. They're going to hear all of the Democrats just saying they're lying. They're going to receive all of this garbage about, no, they're not trying to take care of illegal immigrants. Instead, what they're trying to do is make sure kids don't die. Kids don't die. They won't be hearing the truth brought out like we're about to hear from Carolyn.
You can read in the text a provision that would remove the provision that Republicans passed in President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill to ensure that illegal aliens in our country cannot receive Medicaid and taxpayer-funded health care benefits.
Bam! So in other words, like I said earlier, the goal is simply to take off the restrictions that would prevent illegal immigrants from receiving free benefits. Immigrants get benefits. You get it? So what they're doing is saying, we're not saying that these illegal immigrants should receive benefits. The Republicans are lying on us. We just want to remove the restrictions that would keep them from receiving benefits. And they don't think we know that. See, that's the thing. That's what makes the memes funny. Yeah, that's what makes us get so mad at their lying, because we're going, you don't think we know what you're really doing? And yet you're saying, well, I never said that illegal immigrants should get benefits. We never said that. They're making it up. We just want to remove the restrictions to keep them from getting benefits. Just like when they say, we're not saying illegal immigrants should vote. No, why would we say that? It's already against the law for illegal immigrants to vote. However, we're trying to remove the requirements for IDs for black people because they can't get IDs. That's what we're doing that for. And we're going, you don't think we know what you're doing? You're the kid with a bad strategy. You think you're getting it over on mom or dad, and you're going, you don't think we see what you're doing? When y'all going to sleep? Why? I was just wondering, I was worried about y'all being tired and stuff. When y'all go, are you trying to sneak out the house? No, I was saying y'all should go to sleep at 9. What you up to? You don't think we see through it?
That was happening under the Biden administrations, and the Democrats endorsed it, encouraged it, and vocally supported it. Joe Biden and the Democrats allowed millions and millions of illegal aliens into our country. They paroled them into the country. They gave them a Band-Aid called temporary protective status.
Greatest crime that ever was perpetrated on our country. Somebody said 226. Yeah, I'm looking at 226 people watching. Thank you so much, by the way. Let's get those likes up. All right, so now here she is reminding us of the damage that was done to our country, and now they're trying to run it back.
They completely abused our immigration system, and then those illegal aliens were receiving the taxpayer-funded health care benefits of hardworking American taxpayers. That's why wait times at hospitals went through the roof under the Biden administration, and that's why the Trump administration and President Donald Trump immediately fixed this and changed it into law with the One Big Beautiful Bill. And now Democrats, rather than just passing a clean continuing resolution to keep the government funded, which is what the president and Republicans want, they submitted a continuing resolution that puts this poison pill back into law.
Yep, they want us to swallow that poison pill. Go on, man, take the pill. Wait a minute. What's in this pill? I mean, just, berries and juices and vitamin, minerals, stuff like that. I don't know. Why don't you take it first? Yeah, you sitting there going, turning your face up, don't want to take the pill, but you want us to take it? So now she is exposing this stuff with the facts, along with tacking on how did we get here? We got here because of what you guys did. Yeah, y'all had to have backup strategies of when you brought all these people in. Yeah, when we bring them in, we can't just leave them hanging. We got to go ahead now and set up all of these other ways to make them feel comfortable so that when we do get them to vote. Now, all of this works together, you see. Make sure that we bring all these millions in. Make sure that we use our systems to support them and our infrastructure and our tax dollars to support them with housing, food, shelter, Medicare, all of that stuff. And then remove the requirements for them to vote so that these folks can now vote. For us, the same people who brought them here, gave them hotels, housing, jobs, all of that stuff. Who do you think they're going to vote for without their IDs? That we don't want people to have to vote because of black people. That's why. And yet they don't think we're able to see it. They don't think we're able to see the web of lies, the whole connections. Yeah, one thing is, connected to another. Yeah, you got to set it up right. If you're evil, can't just have them here hungry, struggling, stuff like that. They're like, why'd you bring us here? Yeah, and then we sitting on outside under, some shelter or something. Oh, no, we got you. Where do you want to fly to? You like hotels? We'll put you up in those. Here's a card for some spending. You need some Medicare. Your kids need some baby milk. We got you. Cell phones, Vatican care, and community college.
That's what they want to do, and it's completely unacceptable. President Trump ran on the promise to end taxpayer-funded benefits going to illegal aliens, and tens of millions of Americans across the country voted him back to this beautiful White House to implement that promise, and he did.
Yep, and that is why we don't care about this shutdown. That is why we know it's the Schumer shutdown. That's why we're not fooled by all the lies. That's why Trump is so confident with, of course, these shutdowns, because he knows the people supports him. He knows that the people are hip to what the Democrats are doing. So y'all voted for the bill last time, and now you can't do it, and it's the same stuff? What are you up to? What are you up to? And that's why those memes are digging into these Democrats, because all of the folks who voted for Trump are going, yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're up to.
And now Democrats want to undo it. And they are holding our country hostage. They are holding the American people hostage for this wildly unpopular proposal to give taxpayer-funded benefits to illegals. And now they're lying about it, and they know it.
So on that, I wanted to ask you about that, because they mentioned Russ Vogt in that. I think that came out about 8 o'clock this morning, about cutting certain programs that they deem are not necessary. Is that real, or is that a negotiating tactic?
Oh, it's very real. And
to be real, got to be real. That's right. Ooh, your love's for real, yeah. Your love is my love. My love is your love. Our love is here to stay. Hey, hey, hey. Da-da-da-da. What's your thing? Yeah. Y'all want it? You got it. So that's right. It's real. Cut some stuff loose. Yeah, give us the green light. There it is. As you're trying to accomplish one thing, you're going to lose everything. You're going after the illegal immigrants' health care, and you're going to lose everything, Chucky.
The Democrats should know that they put the White House and the president in this position. And if they don't want further harm on their constituents back home, then they need to reopen the government. It's very simple. Pass the clean continuing resolution, and all of this goes away.
Yep, or don't. It's up to you. Doesn't matter to us. And that's a great position to be in. When you're sitting back going, do it or don't matter to us, we're good. That means we're holding all the chips. Holding all the chips, and they know it. And we're beating them up with all of these memes. That's the great thing about it. We're saying, yeah, go ahead, give us more time to work on more memes, to make you guys look more stupid, to show how much lies you guys are dropping out there to the public. Make your constituencies more mad at y'all while we go ahead and gut the government that we wanted to do in the first place. Yeah, take your time, Dems. You're only encouraging us. And then you got this dummy who comes out here and says something like this. Bayhart, y'all don't think we gonna make it for the next 3 years. That's how bad it is to her in her mind. You know how delusional you have to be to say this? Listen,
If you guys think that we can survive another 3.5 years of this, I think you're delusional.
She thinks you're delusional. Guys, there it is. Shit, if you think we can survive another 3.5 years of this, I think you're delusional. I mean, totally making this statement from the craziness in her own mind. You know how isolated you have to be and removed from reality. All of these millions of people who voted for Trump and still supports Trump, who are saying, yep, we're in the right direction. Yep, these are good decisions and policies. According to her brain, this is a mess. I mean, right about now, our country is on the brink of implosion. And she don't think we gonna make it for the next 3 years. So let's see if the others on The View are delusional enough to support that delusion.
Every day, there's some nihilistic thing.
Joy. Can we not start there?
I hate to be Debbie Downer, but every day this guy is undoing something in this country that...
Good. See, undoing the status quo to them is bad. When folks been lying to them and telling them the status quo is good. When we are smart enough to go, so all of these things that we've been noticing all through the years and saying, that's stupid. Why are we supporting this? Why are we giving money away to this? Why don't we do something about trade? Why is our borders open? Why are illegal immigrants getting benefits? Why is crime running rampant in our streets? Why? All of us have been saying, these are things that's fixable. Why isn't somebody doing something? Trump comes along and does it, and they get tricked into believing these are bad things. These are things that common sense Americans been looking at for years saying, y'all are telling us these things can't be fixed, but I don't believe that. I think these things can be fixed because these things don't make sense. And they're hurting America. And yet y'all are saying, hey, what are you going to do? Can't do nothing about it. It's the way it is. This is how the government works. And I'm saying, now, wait a minute, I don't know about that. Trump comes along and says, I don't either. In fact, I'm going to show you that these things can be fixed and reversed. But according to her, he's always doing stuff. He's always taking away things. And I'm going, good. What is he taking away that's hurting you? The stuff he's removing is helping us, you dummy. But according to her, she don't think we're going to survive the next 3 years.
That we value every day. It's every day is a shock and awe here. And I for one, am skeptical that we will survive this.
I am not. If you need that from me, I do believe.
Now, you know it's bad when the folks on The View, including Sonny, is like, yeah, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Worse. No, I have not. Worse. No, I grew up during World War II.
Right. Oh, God. Now you see, this is prime TDS right here in delusion. I grew up during World War II. And in my eyes, what's happening right now in America is worse. I have not seen worse than now. Now, you're talking about the Great Depression. We're talking about World War II. We're talking about all kind of historical things that took place in our country that if you were living during that time, you probably be going, can't get worse than this. You know, the Civil War, the American War, all of that stuff. All of these things that we look through historically in our country and say, man, I would not want to have been living during that time. According to her, can't get worse. This the worst I've ever seen.
Whoopi that says she's seen worse.
No, I think
I'm going to Whoopi to cheer us up.
Every
Cuban Missile
Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
And they were all dealt with by presidents who were not, in the business of destroying the country, and destroying the Constitution.
I'm hopeful.
And destroying the Constitution. And Trump, how do you interpret what Joy is saying?
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, it's too much winning.
Not me.
You can't take it anymore.
Not me.
Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't.
Yeah. You won't hear that come out of me, Trump. I'm going to be like Busta Rhymes. Give me some more. Give me some more. That's what I want. More winning. run up the score on these people. That's how it is. If we're winning 100-0 on these Dems, run it up. Run it up. Should we take it easy on them? I mean, they are losing pretty. Nope. More memes. Bring out more memes. Meme them into oblivion. Meme them into embarrassment to where they come out with the hands up. I want that party to look like the clown party. I want folks to be absolutely embarrassed to vote for them. That's what I want. So I want more winning, Trump. I'll take some of that.
We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
Yeah.
We're going to win more.
Yeah.
We're going to win so much. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You tell them I'm coming.
Yeah.
And hell's coming with me. You hear? Hell's coming with me.
Look, get out the way. The boss is back.
Can you dig it?
Yeah, I can dig it. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yeah, buddy, I sure can dig it. Oh, it's Doug. Anyway, boy, I tell you, feels great to be on the winning squad. Boy, I tell you, because yeah, those 4 years under Biden, a couple times I was wondering if we were gonna make it. It's like, oh boy, man, this is crazy. Hopefully, long as they don't cheat, we'll be all right. And we won. There you go. And I don't want it to stop. I want more winning. See, I want us to win through the midterms. All of these governor races, I want us to win. Yeah, I want to continue to beat them down. You know, I want to break their will, their spirit. I want them to get to the point where they come out to the mic and apologize for being the worst. Somebody said, been missing Mr. Bob Bob. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was watching my video the other day. Y'all was requesting Bob Bob. I was like, you're going to get him. You're going to get him. I'm going to have to give him a call like, Bob Bob, the people want you. The people want you. You tell them I'm coming, man. That's right. I got to give the people what they want. So he'll be coming soon, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so thanks for watching me on this Saturday afternoon. Make sure you hit those like buttons on the way out. Make sure you support the channel continually, because definitely YouTube probably got me on some lists where they don't want to send out notifications because my channel probably is risky. That might be offensive to people. Who knows? So I'm relying on you guys. That's probably why I've been stuck at 190-something-7 forever. So yeah, maybe we could break past that, hit 200,000 again. Nala having a breakdown herself. You hear asthma, perhaps. Yeah, hopefully she'll pull it together. Oh, speaking of, let's see, we got Gizmo. Yeah, it's about time for him to get another haircut. He's looking like a Wookiee. Chewy, no. And then, of course, somebody's growing her hair back. And I got to give her a shout out because she's getting better with the boo-booing in the house. Now, I don't want to get too proud of her because I don't want you to disappoint me. You know that? Yeah, I don't want to get out there bragging like my dog's finally house trained as soon as I get off the internet. What is this? Step right in it. So, yeah, she's getting better with the pooping in the house. Finally, only took her a year and some change. And I had to go ahead and alter my bed and everything. She had a full-blown poop graveyard trying to put it under the bed. I'm wondering, how are you even getting under the bed to poop and I don't smell it? She must have been like spraying it. Make sure it don't stink. He'll never know. And I discovered a graveyard of poop. I was like, what the? And I was getting too proud. Like, okay, she's good. She's good. Then I decided to go ahead and look under the bed one day like, oh, that's where it's been. Madder than a mug. So I had to buy these little gates. I didn't even know they made them. But these little gates to block the dog from going under the bed. So now she has nowhere to hide the poop. She's like, I ain't going to poop out in the open and take a beating. Can't do that. Yeah, so I might as well hold it as far as I can. So she's been doing better, and I got to give her a shout out for that until she go ahead and break my heart again. All right, don't forget, if you enjoyed the show and you want to support me through my Cash App or my PayPal link, you can do that. The links are below each video. And let's see what else. Please subscribe to my alternative channel. We are cranking out all kind of short clips and old clips and throwbacks and stuff. So subscribe to that alternative channel. The link is below that as well. Text MAGA to this number. Other than that, I might be back tomorrow. Who knows? Take care. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here. Who's scared? Not me. This is our city. Up north got our hands round y'all throats. I know you see the apes. I know you see the way we tear up the place. Yeah. God bless. Take care.